Hi, this is Ambi from Board Game Blitz, and today I'm going to talk about Banana Boy vs Uni-Cone, a card game that's a twist on the classic game Memory. I got this as a review copy. The game is pretty simple. There are a bunch of cards that are double-sided, and each card has a background color and an image on it. And so I think there's 4 different types of things. There's things, which are green. There's living things, which are yellow. I think food is blue, and then, or tools maybe, are pink. I don't remember exactly the categories, but it's easy to tell by the background, color, and symbols. So on your turn, you're going to point to 2 cards, say what's on them. So I can say airplane and marker, and then you flip them over, and you want the back sides to match. This does not match at all, so I would get nothing. But if the color matched, you could get to keep one of the cards. You get to pick. If the color and image matched, then you get both of the cards. So this is kind of like the classic game Memory, but it's double-sided, and it's kind of hard to remember because one card has 2 images on them. So you kind of forget what is on the back side as soon as you flip it over sometimes. Also, even if you do remember what's on the back side of something and you do know where a match is, someone else could flip it over before your turn, and then you won't be able to get that match because you have to have it on the bottom side in order to get the match. You can also reserve just one card by putting a finger on that card, and then no one else can use it, but then you have to do it on your turn. So if you remember something, you can do that, but also other people can use that against you if they also remember it. I play this with my 5-year-old kids because the designer Charles Ward was thinking that maybe they might be old enough to play it, but I think they're not quite there yet. For some reason, they're not that great at memory, and so I don't think they like the regular memory games, and I'm better than them at it. But also they didn't understand the rules of like pointing to 2 cards and then flipping them over. They were trying to flip them over one at a time, which is closer to the classic game Memory. There's a short version and a long version of the game. The short version uses half of the cards, but I found that it was harder to get matches in the short version at the beginning. In the long version, it was easier to just randomly get some match. So my kids were getting frustrated that they weren't getting any matches at all because they're bad at memory, and then in the short version, there's fewer cards to match. But they got better in the second game, and I could see it being better with older kids or even with adults, which I haven't tried playing it with adults yet, but I think it could get a lot more mean in blocking people with like reserving cards and also flipping cards over that you know someone else is going for. So I'm not quite sure what age yet. It says ages 8+ on here, so I'm pretty sure at age 8 that would be old enough, but I don't know if younger kids might be able to play it. Maybe like 6 or 7-year-olds might be able to play it, just not as viciously as some older kids and adults. But yeah, that was Banana Boy vs Uni-Cone, a twist on the classic memory game. Thanks for watching Board Game Blitz. Bye.
Cracking butt.
And
Jamaican person.
Uh-huh.
Let's try the balloon animal.
Okay.